So,
hello, YouTube. How are you doing? People are just starting to populate the list over on YouTube. We're going live. Hello, Tina. We haven't been live for about a week now on YouTube because of illness.
Hi, Tithe. I'm sorry to hear that. What's up with you? What is wrong with you, eh?
Hello, Mike. How are you doing?
Hi, Julie. Hi.
I'll take the guys on YouTube can't see my fabulous jumper, can they?
Do you want to bring it down a bit? Do you want to just tilt it down a little bit? There we go. That's it.
A bit taller than
absolutely superb.
A bit taller might not get me in.
It will.
How's it going, everybody? What have you been up to? Have you seen any ghosts this weekend?
Have you seen any ghosties or ghouls? Good evening.
All good. How are you feeling, mate? I know you said you was off ill yourself with your face swelling up and things.
Yeah.
What was all that you had then?
Everybody accusing you of winking at them. Yeah, did you get to the bottom of that? Yep. Got the Christmas decorations out. Oh, I know. No expenses paid here.
Good. Jaya, hello.
Hello.
Mike's a bit better, thanks. I think it was an allergic reaction.
Oh dear. Good. Where's your hat, Tony?
Where's your Grinch hat?
Oh, God. That's a good question. I did have it on earlier because I went outside to have a quick cig and it was a bit cold and I saw that and I thought I'd just plonk that on. Luckily, no one saw me.
Luckily, nobody saw you.
Yeah, with the Grinch hat on. I think that's unfair anyway. I'm not a Grinch.
Hello, Jack. How are you doing, Jack? So yeah, we're live tonight. We're just having a catch up because obviously the YouTube channel wasn't live through the week because of illness. So we're just wondering how everybody's doing. And then we may do a short experiment of some kind.
Absolutely. Abso-flipping-lutely. I'll tell you what I found earlier. What? I'd forgotten I'd got these.
Are the earpods?
Yeah. My bloody earpods. I went out and bought another set because I completely forgot I'd got these.
Right.
Anywho, completely forgot. Great. The Grinch likes Christmas in the end. There you go. It all ends well.
Tanner is saying thank you.
Hi Tracy, great to see you in.
Struggling at the moment, thought I'd pop in for a little chat. Well, I hope you get better soon.
Oh, I thought I'd pop in and chill for a little. Yeah, you stay here for a while and chill with us. Yeah. PSI makes everything good.
Hello Tracy, over on YouTube.
Hi, how are you? How on earth are we? Are we doing intuition tests? I don't think so, not tonight. Not tonight, although we may be doing some other experiments, so stay with us. We generally do those through the week.
I know people come for the PSI method, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
Okay, thanks you too. Bless us.
We generally do have a bit of music on in the background, but apparently YouTube don't like it, so we can't have any playing.
So, what investigations have you guys got lined up for next year, those of you that investigate?
Or any of you watching who are in paranormal groups, tell us the name of your group. You know, tell us the name of your group. What do you guys think of PK? Well, I would like to believe it. I would love to believe in some kind of PK, power psychokinesis. But, you know, the James Randi experiments, you've got to say at the end of the day.
I do think there's genuine people out there, though, that do have these gifts. Not as many as you think, though. Everybody's a psychic or a medium. Going to the internet.
That's right. They are few and far between. If physical PK like that exists at all, and but as I say, these tests set up by foundations, and James Randi was a great I don't know what's the name of the progenitor of that. He kind of like was one of the first to do it. Prove it to us. You know, you're saying you can do these things. Just prove it then.
We have got a video coming. What we will be putting out. Should we give it away yet? I'm not.
Yeah, I think a little taster.
So there's going to be a cash prize offered to anyone. We've done this before. Nobody's come back with anything. Anybody that can prove they have got any kind of psychic or mediumship ability,
or psychokinetic ability, anything like that, or out of the body experiences, people who say they can astral project, etc.
We'll do a video on it, explaining a little bit more detail, and then you can submit your videos underneath it if you wish, and if you can prove it, we will send you £100 to the first one that proves it, because we don't want 20 people doing it. We ain't got like
that's right,
£2,000 on us to spend.
Yeah, to the first one that can convince us that what you can do is real. And I think we're doing this with the blessing of the Warren Legacy Foundation as well, aren't we?
Possibly.
Yeah.
Doobie and Willow's in process of putting the Christmas tree up. Where do I start? We start by going up into the loft and getting it.
Why did I start? Why? That is
He's not a Grinch.
Question. That is the right question. I'm not a Grinch. I'm not. I understand the meaning of Christmas. I just kind of don't buy into it. What can I say? What can I say?
Each to their own.
Each to their own.
Amanda's laughing at you, Tony.
Amanda's laughing. Although we do recognise that at this time of year, it's good to extend the hand of friendship and pleasantries to close friends and this, that, and the other. That's why earlier on this afternoon we took all our moderators out for a Christmas meal, which was really nice.
Apart from Mike, because Mike's obviously all the way in London.
Of course.
So we couldn't go to London for our dinner.
Yeah, of course. And is it...
Rochelle.
Rochelle.
Who's in Canada.
And if you were both closer, you would have been with us as well today.
He was there in spirit. We was eating plenty of sprouts on your behalf.
Down by the sea I am. That's so nice. We like to look after our mods.
Oh, Tony, Tracy's saying you're not so smooth today.
You mean Tony isn't so smooth today? You mean like a bit of growth?
You mean that or his technique?
Yeah, absolutely.
So Jack's ordered the new PSB 7. Jack's got more ghost boxes than he's got underwear, I think. It's coming this week. Cool. You have to do a video, Jack, so we can see it working. Just because we have a look at it.
Yeah, absolutely. No, we always speak very highly of our moderators. Of course, we joke with them a lot, and but
they don't always find it funny.
No, they don't always find it funny. But then again, we don't mean it when we joke about them. But no, we think the world of them. They do a hell of a job for us. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, Mike says we're always welcome to come down and visit. Excellent.
Beautiful.
Are you near the station anywhere? Because we don't know where around London or Kent, wherever it is. It's Kent, I believe.
The Garden of England.
Kent. Got to pronounce that properly.
Like
Kent.
Clark Kent.
Kent. Oh, she means your face.
That's right. Got a bit of growth going on. A bit of growth. It really does make a difference, doesn't it? It does keep you warm. Even this, it traps that layer of hair against your face. I can always tell when I have a complete shave doing my head, and I think, Jesus Christ, I'm feeling the cold.
The mods are saying they give as good as they get.
Well, they do. They do.
Got plenty of space. There's lots of haunted locations nearby. What's that graveyard in near London? Somewhere?
Highgate.
Is it Highgate?
Highgate Cemetery, yeah.
That'd be cool. Is that near you, Mike? Highgate? Anywhere? Be cool to do some videos on the famous graves, wouldn't it? And maybe do some sound recordings. That'd be cool.
Moxie
really.
Mum.
It's not near, Mike.
Hey, guys. I didn't think I'd see you here.
Yeah, we've...
Very festive.
We've had a week.
Thank you, Debsy. Thank you for all the gifts, by the way. We do have a live goal at the top there. It's the I love you. Feel free.
On TikTok, by the way.
That is on TikTok. Feel free to contribute. If you don't want to contribute, that's fine as well. We just want to make that completely clear.
Leanne is East Coast Paranormal. Is that the same East Coast we're on? Are you on about the States?
Yeah, or is that the East Coast bordering the Atlantic in the US?
Hello, Tracy. Maine.
No, I'm in Maine. All right, okay. Oh, one of Stephen King's favourite places. He writes a lot of stuff that goes on in Maine.
Isn't that the home of the Amityville? Am I thinking about the wrong?
The Amityville house.
Is that right? Am I wrong? I
don't know.
Sleep.
Oh, wow. Thank you for the... what the hell's that? Fest Clappers.
Fest Clappers.
Thank you. Thank you, Moxie Mum.
We've got Pluckley and the Bluebell Hill Ghost, where Mike is.
Bluebell. That was a mixture of the two. Pluckley and the Bluebell Hill Ghost. Ah.
Well, it is. Yeah, it is.
Excellent. Ah, very good.
I know my stuff.
Amityville.
Even while I'm feeling crap.
House on the Hill. House on the Hill.
Ghost.
Do you remember
that?
I remember that song.
Doorbell.
Oh, someone at the door. Yeah, thank you for contributing to the live goal, guys. Right, so...
what we're doing then?
I was just about to ask you if any of you are in or associated with any kind of paranormal team, either over here in the UK or across in the States or anywhere else. Just give it a shout out. Just give it a shout out on the live.
Or type it in the comments and we'll shout it out.
Oh, that's what I mean. That's what I meant.
Love you guys. I usually see you on YouTube.
Excellent.
Cool. We haven't put anything up for about a week, but I haven't been too well. A lot of people haven't, have they? They've been.
No,
this weather.
It is. It's everything. It's with the time of year, and I think people get busy and they've got other things on.
And then when somebody's got it at work, they still go to work and pass it on to everybody else. That's what they do at our place.
Moxie Mum says, I am the paranormal group, lol. Me and my dogs.
Rochelle, she's here. Don't panic.
Luke wants to know how this works.
What?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Luke, in what way? In what way? How does this work? It's just a question. Just a question.
So Rochelle, you might have missed it. We went for dinner today. Unfortunately, you couldn't go with us because you're over in Canada, being very, very busy. But we will all meet up at some point, I'm sure.
Yes. Oh, Doobie and Willow's into week 2 of not feeling well. Oh, what's up? Why aren't you feeling well? Well, that's not on.
Someone's knocking at the door.
Somebody's ringing the bell.
Matt, email me again, Michelle. I better write it. Have you got a pen I could borrow?
I do.
I think I did email you, Rochelle, in the Gmail, but I don't really check the Gmail that often.
The Gmail.
If you've messaged me back, I haven't obviously seen it. Yeah, we need to get you in that messenger group because Mike's in it and we're all having a bit of a Christmas laugh at the minute at Tony's expense.
I don't mind.
Thank you.
Do you know what? I can't find these anywhere now. I bought them. I thought, what a great idea just for taking quick notes and like flashcards and this, that, and the other, and little drawings.
Do I put the at the beginning, Michelle, or is that?
Yeah, always put the at.
At the beginning?
Yeah.
Don't do that on mine.
And I cannot find them anywhere. Oh, chesty cough, headache, etc. Being so tired. Oh dear.
At gmail.com. Yeah, there's 2 ats. I don't normally go like that.
I've sent one for you. Love you guys. Oh, thank you very much. Time very much.
Oh. Hello, Matt.
Hi, Matt.
Jack's being at the Cottingham Christmas market today.
Very good.
Very miserable day for that, Jack, though. I bet he was freezing.
Yeah, it's been bloody cold. It didn't get above 0 all day yesterday.
No.
Yes. Debsy's done all of the Christmas shopping from Temu.
All right, Rochelle.
Temu.
Yeah, I've got it. I've wrote it down, Rochelle.
Highly recommended.
Leave that up. You're going to get loads of nudes off people.
We'll bear that in mind. And news. Oh God.
Woke up to snow. So did we. It was quite a bit of snow.
Yeah.
That.
Good timing. Thank you for liking the live, guys. Thank you for liking the live. You could do a lot worse than tapping away on that screen. So we're at 4.1k likes at the minute. Thank you so much.
Well, it'd be more
Thank you
proud
very
to
much.
message Mark on Facebook. Well, that's the thing. I'm going to email Rochelle, but I'll email Rochelle like I emailed her my Facebook account for her to add me as like a friend, and that once she's done that, I can add Rochelle to the mods messenger group.
Brilliant.
What can get a bit, especially the weekends when all the mods have had a drink, they're
yeah.
uncontrollable,
Yeah, they
aren't
get a
they?
bit balmy. Like swinging from the light fittings and all sorts, and they're getting the police involved and all sorts. They're terrible.
Yeah, Jack, we're going to do the experiment shortly. Is it me having a go?
It is.
I'll spray me throat first because I brought a spray.
Yes.
It'll go a bit funny.
What are you trying to say about us mods?
Nothing.
Oh, nothing, Babs. Nothing.
I said that dinner was real nice. It was real succulent turkey. That.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
You could have played marbles with the sprouts, like, but
I liked them. They were al dente. I liked them.
I don't like them crunchy if I'm having them on a hot dinner.
No, I know, but I don't like mushy veg either.
I don't know, but you just want to take that crunch off, don't you?
No.
And there was no parsnips. I said that to you.
No neeps.
No.
Jeez.
No turnips. Oh, no parsnips. So
Oh, God.
I always have parsnip with Christmas dinner. Nobody really likes parsnips apart from me.
I quite enjoy a nice bit of parsnip. Are you going to pen a letter of complaint?
Should do, should I?
Yeah.
Can we have our money back, please? We didn't get no parsnips.
Only we didn't say so at the time when we ate everything else on the plate and everything else was really nice, but there were no parsnips. And you destroyed Christmas for us. What can we do? How can we move on from this?
It's 3:26 p.m. where Rochelle is. She's looking at a bottle of wine, I think.
Hey!
A bit early. That's what she
It's
said.
never too early for wine.
1 o'clock. Yeah, I mean, you work hard enough, don't you, Rochelle? So just get a bottle of wine.
Yeah, of course you do. Of course you do. Hi, Sarah. Oh, Babsy, here we go. The sprouts were lovely. No parsnips. Oh, my God, why did you have to mention the no parsnips? Yeah, we didn't notice that at the time.
I noticed
So it wasn't a problem. Parsnips have got to be honey roasted for me. Yeah, I completely agree. Yeah, I completely agree. I do a nice honey roasted parsnip. Yeah. Tatties and neeps.
Tatties.
Tatties, I'm going to have to take that off. It gets way too hot. I'm going to have to take that off because I look way too hot in it. It just gets people worked up. I know, right? I know. I know it's mad. But there you go. You've got to be cruel to be kind.
Who's that? Matt is saying parsnips are
Who's
lovely. Used to hate them. Now they're lovely, especially with honey roast. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Your taste buds do change as you get older. They really do. I'm not that much into sweet stuff now.
I don't mind a bit.
Yeah, I don't mind a bit, but I'd rather have savoury over sweet stuff now.
Well, when I'm doing parsnips, I like olive oil on them, and then in the oven.
Just
with a
sprinkling
bit of black pepper on.
A sprinkling of salt.
Well, more pepper. Each to their own. Each to their own.
At least Mark's keeping the festivities going.
Yeah, somebody's got to, haven't they?
I don't like mushrooms until now.
Have to go now. Debsy. Thanks for coming, Debsy.
Thank you, Debsy. We'll see you throughout the week.
Abby, Tony's doing readings on, normally Wednesday, does 3-card readings with a tarot.
Well, it's Wednesday or Thursday. Sometimes on a Tuesday as well. Sometimes I do a 3-er.
And that's over on TikTok.
Abby says, hello, first time here. Would love a message if you're drawn, please.
That's what I just said.
Oh, right. Sorry. Yeah.
Rochelle doesn't get parsnips here in Canada.
You're welcome, Abby. You're welcome.
But in the UK, it's every Sunday.
Thank you for liking the live, guys. Oh, we've got 2. I love you. 2 to go towards the live goal. Thank you so much.
Who's that?
Who's that? Who is it? Who's that?
I'm saying that because
Who's
the
that?
message doesn't stay up very long on the YouTube.
Don't fret, bloody Spears.
On my phone. J. McHugh. Parsnips, carrots, cherry tomatoes, garlic, red onion, covered in olive oil, balsamic vinegar and honey, roasted for 40 minutes, 180 degrees, absolutely gorgeous.
With a big slice of beef. Lovely.
And some roast tatties.
Some roast tatties. I hope you... Hi, Emsy Louise.
I do like parsnip chips, yeah, I've had them.
Yeah, we are both well. How's yourself? How are you?
They don't beat fish and chips, but they are
Where's
good.
your Grinch at? Oh, just had it on, Chris. I've just had it on, but I can't keep it on for very long because it's so damn warm. It's really bloody hot. So I'll probably put it on a little bit later. Yeah, we are both very well, thank you.
They'll do a private showing with just the hat and nothing else for all the subscribers on TikTok.
A private Grinch dance. I'm your private dancer.
Parsnips isn't really available in the shops. We'll have to post you some, Rochelle. I think they might go a bit funny by the
We'll
time.
we'll thinly slice them and vacuum seal them.
Your mum grew them. All right.
It has been a while, Sarah. Yeah, all's well at this end. How's you? I've just sorted my food diary out for the week. Now, that's commitment. Wow. Your food diary?
Shall we do some stuff then?
What, like? Oh, an experiment.
Not parsnips.
Right. Not DMT.
No. That was part of the discussion today. Twice.
Yeah, it was. It was. We always have these interesting discussions, don't we, when we get together with the mods? It's
Rochelle saying Beano's just finished his live. That means we may get some visitors coming over here.
very good, very nice.
I ain't spoke to Beano for over a month.
No, I haven't.
So
Very good, very nice.
we don't always get a chance, obviously, to watch Beano's lives, but if we're doing debunking, we tend not to let that kind of get in our heads because we want to put a debunk across what's different to like Beano and yours.
Yeah, and that's why we don't really. That's why we don't really watch other people's stuff when it comes to stuff like that, because we always want to come at it from from an angle that hasn't been thought of.
Yeah, I mean, I do. If people say, "Oh, you've seen so and so's video," I'll go and have a look.
Yeah.
What was that? Spell check from hell.
Emsy Louise, and with Slimming World and planning ahead really helps me. Oh, good for you.
Cool.
Yeah, excellent. Excellent.
I'd be no good doing stuff like that. I need food.
Yeah, I do, but when I
big mountains of food.
Do you know what? When I make the decision to lose weight, I'm pretty brutal with myself because I can be a little bit like that.
Sweet potato curry.
I mean, do you remember the last time I lost weight? It was about 6 months ago. I went down to under 12 stone. It was, I thought, 11, 10 I got to, and I thought, well, too much. Just start eating a bit more again.
You do what you feel's right, don't you?
Yeah, you do.
I mean, you're at that age now where you think, I give a shit. Let's have a bar of chocolate tonight.
Yeah, I do a lot of the time. But I know when I need to lose weight because when I walk, I don't like feeling it.
India is back. Welcome back.
Besides, India.
You've got to lose 2 stone for IVF. Oh, well, I hope you manage to get there.
Absolutely. And I tell you what, for a reason like that, I mean, you will. Yeah.
A bit of a cheat, what we used to do when we were training in martial arts, we had sweatsuits, but you can do it with cling film.
That's
underneath your t-shirt, cling film your body. I'm not lying, just do it, you'll sweat a lot more.
I used to sweat a lot anyway.
You do.
I used to sweat a lot anyway. Like 2 minutes into it, I'd be absolutely sweating like a good one. When I used to drum, there would have been some nights all around the drummer's throne. It's just been wet. There's been a ring of wet on the ground. I've nearly passed out behind the drums gigging before today.
It does get hot in some pubs,
yeah.
Doesn't it?
I just remember everything going red and swelling and thinking, oh God, no, just calm down a bit.
Thank you so much. An RV head. That I will try it. Cool.
No diet for me.
You've
I'm
heard
going to
that.
enjoy this Christmas with
Okay.
loads of food and Baileys.
Same here. There was having a sale at Morrison's. I think it B&M now in the UK are selling full bottles of Baileys, the big ones, for £9.
Yeah.
I went and grabbed a few.
Yeah.
That's not going to last me long though.
I saw them there yesterday. For
Once I
£9.
open Baileys, that's it. I have to drink it.
Yeah.
It's too nice. It is, isn't it?
It is.
It's like you and gin.
Well, yeah.
Full bottle.
I do like the odd glass of Mother's Ruin. I've just had a cup of tea and 4 slices of toast, says Lindsay. 4.
Tracy's saying, Mark, for a Christmas game, I think you should play Angry Rhino with Tony.
Angry
What the
Rhino?
friggin' hell's Angry Rhino? What's that?
Angry Rhino.
I don't know.
Please extrapolate.
Is that like Hungry Hippo?
We do? Oh yeah, yeah. Like hungry hippos. Angry.
Badger is
rhinos.
naughty, apparently.
Oh well, we know
You
that.
mentioned Bailey's absolutely gorgeous over ice. Yeah, it is. I agree with that.
Perhaps I forgot to mention we got lost on the way home, but we did a tour of Christmas lights in Cottingham.
I bet it was packed, wasn't it? We went through Cot on the way back, but it wasn't too bad.
India's waited on the Jack Daniels litre bottles that go on sale.
Babs, at least you got home safe. I mean, Amanda's driving. It's legendary.
Whoa, what are you saying?
I'm waiting for the comeback off Amanda now.
Oh, there's going to be one.
Your mum loves the flavoured Baileys.
She's already typing the two little
I'm not keen on the mint
laughing
Baileys.
faces.
I don't like that. I prefer just the original Baileys, to be honest.
Hi, Laurie.
Jay is saying blueberry gin.
Let's not talk about the driving offences I made today. Yeah, now with the two laughing faces, what did I say? There we go. Oh, Gasmic Deadpool. Hey, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too.
I can get drunk really quick on gin. You can't, can you? But you've drank it longer than me.
Yeah, I've got a good tolerance level.
I can drink port like water, but not gin. I just get too drunk.
No, I can't drink port because it reminds me too much of a fortified wine I got pissed on once. And
it was the Freemasons that got me on port.
was it? Yes.
Yeah.
Because they do like the old glass of port, don't they?
Yeah, with the cheese boards and
The
stuff.
old brothers. They do like the port.
To be honest, Little Irish Cream
Oh,
is really good, cheaper
Babsy
alternative to Bailey's.
Babsy says, Amanda, like the guy who nearly ran over. Gee,
Aldi do one called Irish Meadows. That's a cheaper version of Bailey's, and I think that's about £8 a bottle. For those of you out there, I mean, alcohol is alcohol, innit? Get it down your neck.
Get it down
I do
your
like
neck.
the good stuff though. It's like coffee. I can't drink cheap coffee.
Lindsay, where in the UK are you? We are based in Hull.
I mean, it
On
makes my
the,
ass explode.
All right.
I want cheap coffee. Have an RBS. You can't drink cheap
There's
coffee.
nothing sacred. Anyway,
We're all adults here.
we're based on the East Coast, on the Humber Estuary, Hull, near the Humber Bridge. How long have you been involved in the paranormal or Orgasmic Deadpool? Oh, there's a question.
Michelle can drink vodka real easy, but it was on the dinner table when I was a kid. All right.
Crikey, I can't remember a time when I wasn't interested or involved in the paranormal, to be honest.
Is it gin just vodka with juniper berries in?
No,
That says
it's
mad.
completely different. It's completely
It's
different.
one of them's made with spuds in it. Is that vodka?
Vodka, traditionally, yeah. No,
Make yourself
it's
sick on Bailey's.
how long have you been involved in the paranormal, Mark?
It depends what you count as an age.
It's one of those
I was
questions.
4 years old, but I wasn't studying from 4 years old, obviously.
It's kind of in the blood with some people, and I think that's why
Very young age.
Yeah, absolutely. And you've got to be interested.
My mum, she was a tarot reader. She doesn't do it now, but she can. And she used to
Did she?
Yeah.
Did she?
She's a tarot reader, and she used to do the horses. She could tell us who was going to win.
I remember you saying that before.
And she was my dad always called her a witch. Said, you're right. No,
Well,
I might have said bitch. I said witch.
I mean, the definition is about right.
So it runs in the family.
And you've got
They all thought my mum was crazy as well.
and you have like new books hanging around like this, just for research.
Body is made from potatoes, yeah.
The Afterlife of Billy Fingers. It's about some lad's trip to the other side, and I've yet to read that. And also, because we do this experiment,
Tony came up with a ship last week, so he thought he'd get a book to research.
Shipwrecks of the East Coast. It goes all the way. All the shipwrecks down the East Coast of England from 1918 to 2003. And I saw this it was in a Sue Ryder second-hand shop. And I thought, and I read this and I thought, oh yeah, and there's loads about Filey to Flamborough Head, the Humber Estuary, Grimsby down to Lowestoft and this, that, the other. It's just bloody brilliant.
So obviously all those in the States won't have a clue what we're talking about, but it's in the area. So that
it's local to us.
And because we've both come up with like aircraft and ships before when we've done this experiment, Tony saw that and he thought, right, get that.
Yeah, just as part of my reference material, which is massive. Down by the sea I read that book, The Afterlife of Billy Fingers. What excellent. Yeah, brilliant.
Rochelle, what was that? There's a lot of things coming. I remember reading books about the paranormal as a kid and sneaking into the adult side of the library to do it. We never had many paranormal books in our library because it was kind of not frowned upon. People just didn't talk about it very much. I think they're more open nowadays, but they're still a bit funny about it.
Absolutely. Yeah.
When people say, oh, you're a paranormal investigator, I'm like, yeah, they're just like...
Yeah, you do get looked at sometimes if you're a bit funny, but 9 times out of 10...
Oh, you don't like that?
9 times out of 10, they're asking with interest, and the people that I talk to who ask that question, they ask with real interest. Oh, are you? You know, I think they imagine that we do something way more spectacular than we do. You know, that is cloaked in mystery.
Jim McHugh's the same with vodka. He should have died, he's saying. Like you with gin, Tony. 35 years later, I have one. It was not my typical choice, but I survived. Just noticed the jumper. We were talking about Xmas movies and someone said Die Hard. I said Lethal Weapon. Someone mentioned Gremlins. I forgot it's a Christmas movie. Yeah, the first one is.
That's right.
It says, do not, what does that say? Do not feed after
midnight.
And on the back,
it says, don't let it run for Prime Minister. Happy Christmas, Gremlins.
Yeah, I don't know what that one says. Happy
Christmas, Gremlins.
Yeah, when you feed after midnight.
And it makes that sound when they're popping out the swimming pool. All the fairy little balls popping out. But
George,
in the film, the Gremlins coming out the pool, that's what I'm talking about when I say fairy little balls popping out. I'm talking about the film Gremlins.
Ghost and Trent had a great interview with author of The Haunted Book. Got my copy today. Yeah, we're going to hold an interview with...
I think I got away with that.
I'm sorry, I was reading that.
Yeah, I know.
I can't remember his name. Michael, remind me. This guy that debunks everything. We've hopefully got an interview set up with maybe the Warrens as well, where we're all on a Zoom with this guy.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I'm going to try and sort that out with Jeff at some point.
Yeah, is one of the
interesting?
Is he one of the editors of the Inquisitor magazine?
I can't remember.
Something like that.
I don't pay much, like I said to Mike, I don't pay much attention to other debunkers unless we really have to. But I mean, obviously we do Beardo because we obviously used to chat quite a lot with Beardo.
Yeah, the granny on the stair lift, straight through the window, off.
Kenny Biddle, that's it. Kenny Biddle.
Yeah.
Cheers, Mike.
Skeptical Inquirer.
Yeah,
that's the one.
It'll be a good interview, that.
It will. I think we'll be painting from the same palette in that interview, to be honest. Let's have a look. Is it the rough seas and high waves? What?
That's to Doobie.
What?
So, shall we start an experiment? It's quite
weird,
isn't it? Because I've got a jumper on.
It is quite weird because I've got the damn heating on because I was bloody cold earlier. Speaking of ships, has anyone hit North Sea TikTok yet? What?
No.
I don't understand. Orgasmic Deadpool, technically we're called Wiccas or Wiccans.
Not a witch.
Yeah, Wiccans, the offspring of Uncle Gerald
Gardner.
Gerald Gardner.
Let's all go dancing naked in the garden. Good idea.
Good old Gerald, love him.
People just joined that to see people naked, didn't they?
Oh, well, yeah. Yeah, of course they did.
Ooh, full moon. Let's get our kit off.
Then there'll be more than
Cheryl
one full
King,
moon.
hello. One in the chat who wants to start the experiment. Yeah, we're going to start the experiment, Michelle. Sarah G, hello.
Hi.
Loving me Christmas jumper.
Hi there.
Cool.
I was going to put my Christmas jumper on Ellie, but I couldn't find it.
And I'm just waiting for something from Amanda now. I'm calling you a Grinch.
What? No. Well, why? Why would you say that? Look, decorations and everything.
Yeah, but that's it.
Well, it could have been none, couldn't it? Who would have thought Die Hard would have ended up being a Christmas film?
Well, that's the argument, isn't it?
Is it a Christmas? It technically is a Christmas.
Poor Bruce Willis. I seen him. He's not doing well, is he?
I know. And we all have to get old, don't we? And
so there's 3 now asking for experiments. I'm talking too much.
I'm surprised you want a Christmas jumper too. Oh yeah, I do, but I can't find it.
Is it green? And
I can't remember
says
what
Bar
green is.
Humbug on it or something.
Where are your plant lights? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I've yet to put them up. I'll tell you what I was going to do. I was going to get that strip of LED colour changing lights and put it in the background somewhere just to make it look a bit Christmassy. But then I thought, no, I'm not doing that.
The Grinch. There's my throat spray.
I'm not a Grinch. I'm not a Grinch. Oh dear. Yeah, where are my plants? Do you know what? I can't even think where they are, to be honest. It's effort, isn't it? It is. It's all effort. You gotta pull them up. You gotta take them down.
So, have you got the? Is the stuff out, or you packed it?
It's out.
Shall we start? Because it's.
I
don't know what time I'll work tomorrow.
Oh, I'm a cat wrangling mod.
That's the conversation we had. Dad was Xmas time. Lethal Weapons started buying Xmas trees.
Yeah, he did actually. Yeah, he was in the back of the in the van, and they were buying Christmas trees, weren't they?
Can't remember.
The beginning scene, yeah.
Well, your dad's passed away. Sorry to hear that.
At 8 a.m., he's gone to a better place. Bless you.
Die Hard is a Christmas
Stronger than
film.
ever. Our thoughts are with you. Oh, thank you for the rose. Thank you for the rose. Should be us sending you one. Suddenly taken. Oh, that's a shame. But we have to be in the mindset that they go to a better place. That's how I dealt with it. You know, passed on with everybody. Everybody who was passed, and they're having a great time. Anniversary of my mum passing today, 25 years. You know what? You can't have anything, can you? Only kidding. Oh no, you know what we're like. Anniversary of mum passing away 25 years, and it goes like it's a blink of an eye, isn't it?
Hello, Danielle.
It's the
Welcome
blink
back.
of an eye.
So let's do this experiment.
Let's
Instead
do
of chatting
this.
straight.
Let's do this. Hello, mother. Hello, father.
It really burns when you spray that in your throat.
Here I am at Camp Granada.
So if anybody suffers with any kind of fits or seizures, you shouldn't really watch this experiment because there's a strobe light going to be turned on. We don't use a ghost box, we use a white noise generator. That'll just play like static into our ears through the headphones.
Yes. I mean, when we do an experiment, so when we're measuring anything or when we're on a paranormal investigation, we don't use gimmicky equipment. We were talking about this last night, weren't we? We don't use We don't use gimmicky equipment.
Unless we're debunking it, then we'll buy it just to debunk it sometimes.
Yep, absolutely. And sometimes even just to take it apart to see how it's made.
Yeah.
Because it's sometimes what you've got to do, you know. But no, we were having this conversation last night, and God knows why we were having this conversation, but we said that every piece of equipment that we've got does a certain job, and it is the best one that you can buy to do that certain job. And we don't like combining like these multiple pieces of equipment or using apps, the Necronomicon, Necronic, something like that.
It's an honour. Badger, thank you for the 2-month VIP.
Oh, excellent! Thank you.
So we use a mask. This has got ping pong balls. What I cut in half. This will shield my eyes, but I have my eyes open in this experiment.
It just diffuses the red light.
Tony has his closed, I think.
Yeah, I do.
Mine are open. Cheryl, thank you as well. We do appreciate it.
And we use it. This is actually a tunable white noise generator. It's actually my iPod, but it's got a white noise generator.
You do rock
on it.
Cheryl and Badger.
Which is absolutely brilliant.
These are noise cancelling. You can't hear anything apart from the white noise. I'm not saying that you really can't hear anything. Those of you that tried it, like Amanda on TikTok, she'll tell you.
You are absolutely in your own little world.
Babsy's saying TikTok needs updating, so if you're glitching, just update your device.
Absolutely. So, this is what's being piped.
For those about to rock, we salute you, Badger.
Into the recipient's ears. I know you can hear that.
Recipient.
And that's what you hear.
Wacky Paranormal. Thank you so much. Welcome to the members. Excellent.
This is a good example of how good these headphones are. Right?
Can't hear it.
And it has the same effect with sound coming in. It also blocks certain sounds. I've got to put that phone bit back on there again because it's annoying me. It's got 2 microphones at the front that actually blocks out and negates certain sounds. And they use these in helicopters. Obviously, they use the type where they've got an external microphone so they can link it to the radio as well. But they have it's good stuff. Right, okay, Mr. Lindsay. Yeah, let's swap places here. Let's turn that strobe on.
Alexa, turn light red.
Okay.
Excellent. So we're going to turn this off, and I'm going to get my book. I remember where I've put it.
It's under that lock. Well, there is it.
Yes, right, thank you. Yeah, I had it out and then I forgot where I put it. Right, okay, I'm going to let you get sorted without just reduce.
Apparently I've lost weight, people are saying.
And have you?
I've been doing a lot of walking to try and get my cardio back up. Yeah, I have. Glasses off. So if you see anything, just comment in the sec. We will come back to the comments after this and see what you've all wrote. Do I put this on first? I don't know.
Yeah. Tell you what, I'm gonna have to. I've got another one of these books somewhere. I'm gonna have to sort it out because
We're full.
we're looking like we're a little bit full. Yeah. Right. Okay. So I'm going to invert it. Excellent. I'm going to start there. Yeah, okay. So what's the date? 3rd of the 12th, 23. Mark sitting. Right, so we're ready when you are, sir. So for those of you who don't know how this rolls, this is the PSI method. This is based on the Ganzfeld experiment. It's a German word that means open field. And
It's our version of it. We've changed it.
yeah,
So
yeah.
we claim it.
Yeah, we claim it as the PSI method because we're the only team who actually does it like this. We use white noise. It's not the S-test method. The S-test method has flaws. This is just using white noise and a red strobe. And we're going to see what comes through. Okay.
What time?
Time is 8:54. And I'll mark the time as soon as Matt gets into the experiment, which he is at 8:54. Okay. So we're just waiting for Matt to come up with some impressions or visions, sensations, touches, smells, whatever. And I have the job of writing everything down so we can go through it a little bit later. But Matt can't hear a word I'm saying at the moment. I'm going to start asking Matt questions. He's just adjusting things for himself here now. Just getting that. There we go. So I'm gonna start asking questions when Mark starts coming out with things. Usually takes a couple of minutes to orientate, so we'll just wait for that.
So almost immediately the red light has gone white. And I can see static, you know, like you used to see it on your TV screen when it was just snow. It's like that.
Mark, I'm appealing to your unconscious mind. Can you see anything in that static?
There's like a turning motion. It's like there's something swimming. You know, if I was under the ocean, or it's in this light. Can you hear really high pitch? Sounds like a jet engine. Have I said that before?
If there's anyone in that static who wants to come forward, please come forward and speak to Mark.
I heard somebody say my name. They said Mark.
Thank you.
I heard Michael. And obviously, I've got a brother called Michael, but he wouldn't call himself Michael. He'd call himself Mike. The way the names come across, it was like it was an electronic voice.
And again, Mark.
Can you tell us your name if you're making communication with Mark? Can
And
you
again.
tell us? To the person in spirit who's communicating with Mark, is Mark your
It'd
name?
be like
too?
a pain in my right eye. Feeling like I've been touched on the back of my neck. There's movement in the light.
Can you step forward and give us a name? Can you tell us your name?
Mark.
Thank you. So I think this, what's trying to talk to Mark is called Mark as well. Thank you. Is there a message you would like to give to Mark? Is there a
I'm being
message?
shown. I'm getting these images in my head. And it sounds really weird. Long, skinny, like people with big heads. As daft as that sounds. Mark, again, they keep saying my name. Mark.
Is there anything else you'd like to show Mark? Is there anything else or any other message you'd like to show Mark? While we're here, this is your opportunity.
Feeling sensation on the top of both my hands, like a tingling. My name keeps getting repeated, Tony. I don't know what's going on. Feeling burning at the back of my left calf.
This is to the spirit that's trying to communicate with Mark, who is here. This Mark. Can you give us a clear message?
Face feels like it's burning.
These burning sensations, is it something you experienced? Yes or no? Are you trying to impart what you experienced? Yes or no?
Mark. Well, whoever it is saying my name, it's not a person. It's like a mechanical voice, like a recording on a loop. I am aware of something, but I'm not going to say it. Are you moving about so that I can hear footsteps, like running behind me? And again, behind me. It's as if I'm in the sky, but the sky is black. It's almost like space. And the sun is to my right. And I can feel the warmth coming off the sun. left hand tingling again.
Can you approach Mark and tell him your name, please? Can you approach Mark and tell him your name, please?
I'm aware of something here, I really am, and I know what it is, but I'm not going to say this thing. Doesn't kind of, do you know, like we have emotion and care about things. It's not like that. This thing doesn't. It's not evil.
Are you an elemental? Are you an elemental spirit? Is it an elemental spirit communicating with Mark here? Thank you.
I'm aware that I'm flying over everything. I'm in the air again. I can see the city and the town and the clouds. It's quite a bit of heat. I'm feeling as if I'm getting burnt again, face and my hands. This isn't. It's really hard to explain this without giving it away. This isn't spirit at all.
Can you explain? Can you explain what you are?
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove this, and I'll talk to Tony about it off screen.
Okay. Is that how we done? Is that right? Okay. Alexa, turn light white.
Okay.
first time that's happened now.
Yeah, it sounded weird. The whole nature of the experiment. The whole content was a little bit weird. That was different, I've got to say.
I know what that was.
Okay.
I had talking about it on screen. People think I'm crackers.
All right. So we're just gonna go outside and have a quick conversation. We'll be back in 2 minutes. Don't go anywhere, okay? Okay. Please don't think I'm nuts. Right.
Weird.
So
let's go. How long was I on that for anyway?
So that was a bit strange. So let's have a look. Not very long. It was 12, round about 15, 16 minutes. Yeah. No, about 18 minutes. About 18 minutes. All right. So do you just want to explain before we go through this?
Would it be better to go through that?
Oh,
I said to Tony,
it's
the reason I didn't want to talk about it because it's going to make me sound like a right crackpot. And I mean, people think that about, but it wasn't a ghost or a demon or anything. It was something completely different.
That's why I was asking.
We maybe haven't looked into enough.
Yeah, that's why I was asking if it was an elemental. That's the only thing I could think. I thought, oh my God, something that's emotional.
Wasn't
something
an
that's
elemental.
No, and there were no replies. Whenever I asked that, there were no replies, yes or no, which, as you all know, is strange for this experiment because we always get a reply one way or another. if we're asking direct questions, we generally always get a reply. Bearing in mind, Mark can't see or hear anything that's going on. He's in his own little
It
world.
still feels like, is it red? It still feels like I'm burning as well. Just shared it to Bedos Discord PSI. The only Warren Foundation investigation unit in Britain. We are, yes. Although these other people in the UK, what are with a
But at the minute, we're a very small
members.
team.
We would be classed as the only 2 investigators for the Warren Foundation. The others, like Lana and Hardy and who's the other one?
Yeah.
They actually work more mediumship side of it.
Yeah.
Although we can do that, we're classed as their investigators as such.
Although
as a member,
they all know we're
without
always
saying
telling
the
them.
wrong thing.
We're always telling them, this is why we don't have psychics and mediums on the team, and they get really. I think they laugh about us now saying that, don't they? But they know. They know where we're coming from. Oh, we don't really trust having psychics or mediums on the team. That's why we don't kind of do it. We like to see evidence-based, like proof.
We can do that sort of
Something like
work ourselves, but PSI's never used them as such because to back that sort of thing up, you would need. You can't prove it other than historically.
That's right. That's right. Anywho,
Are you talking about this then? What's going on?
let's. Only if you're confident talking about it. Yeah,
Well, I'm not, no, because I think people think I'm crazy when I tell this, but this is the first time this has ever happened to me.
This
on
is
this
a new
kind
one.
of scale.
This is a new one.
Expect
for the
weird
PSI
stuff on here.
method.
I can't
Yeah.
prove it, obviously, because it
Well,
was
it's-
an experience for me.
Because of its weird nature. That's what you want to say.
It's fucking weird.
Let's just go through it, and then we'll explain to the people watching as we're going through it. Okay. So the experiment started at 8:54. Right. This is the PSI method. The experiment started at 8:54, and straight away, Mark said there's a red light has gone white. I can see like static, like snow. And right from that, I was thinking they're here.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just seeing what
You represent
Neville's
the Warren Foundation. We do.
this. Just say it. It's not. It's an experiment after all. Yeah, we're going to say it, but I'm trying to word it. So I'm not going to get locked up in a padded cell or anything. However, we do study this type of thing, but not as much as we do with the ghost side of things, which we maybe should do because that
I think
was just
so,
a weird.
yeah.
That was weird.
Right, okay. So then it's 8:54, and after Max just said that about like the static, I can see static, it's like snow, everything's gone white now. So I say, oh, can you see anything in that static? I'm appealing to your subconscious mind because I want an answer from Mark, right? There's nothing until 8:56. Then Mark says, there's like a turning motion, something swimming, as if I'm looking at it from under the ocean.
Yeah, but this was in the light. The light was like there was something swimming in it. It was going round and round, like mixing up. You know, if you're in water,
Yeah.
and you could see it. That's all I can explain it as.
I can hear a high-pitched noise like a jet engine. Have I said that before?
I'm sure I've said something similar,
You have.
like a whizzy type of
Yeah.
weird noise.
You have said that before. So 8:57, I ask, if there's anyone in the static, please come forward and speak to Mark. 8:57, Mark says, I heard someone say my name, Mark. And I heard Michael. My brother's called Michael, but he'd never call himself that. It's always Mike. Okay. So 8:58, the way it came across was like an electronic voice. Oh, and again, Mark. So I say, can you tell us your name? And then straight away, Mark says, and again, I've got a pain in my right eye.
Weird. It was trying to communicate with me. It wasn't bothered about you or anybody else. That's the impression I got.
Right. Okay.
Whether it could hear, I don't know.
Yeah. So I say to the person who's communicating with Mark, is that your name too? 9 o'clock, Mark says, feeling like I'm touched on the back of the neck. There's movement in the light.
Yeah. Yeah, I was starting to see figures. Tall, long figures.
Right. So at 9 o'clock, this is all happening really quickly. I say, can you tell us your name? And then straight away, Mark says, Mark. And I say, thank you.
Yeah, it was.
So that was a weird one. That was a straightforward answer to a straightforward question.
It kept repeating my name, but it was as if it was in a cycle. And I mean, I didn't say it every time it said it, but I could hear it more. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
The gap between each time it said it was exactly the same. It was. That's why I said it was electronic.
Right. Adds to the weirdness. Right. Okay. So at 9:01, I ask, is there a message you'd like to give to Mark? And then at 9:02, Mark says, I'm being shown images. Sounds really weird. Long, skinny people with big heads, as daft as that sounds.
Yeah. I think you know where we're going with this. This was weird.
And then Mark again. They keep saying my name. Mark again.
Yeah.
So at 9:03, I say, is there anything else you'd like to show Mark? And I say that twice. And then, this is your opportunity. And then straight away you say, feeling sensation on the top of both my hands, tingling. My name keeps being repeated now. And I've got burning up the back of my left calf.
Yeah.
So at 9:04, I say, right, so can you give us a clearer message? Straight away, Mark said, my face feels like it's burning. So I say, are you trying to impart what you experienced, yes or no? And there was, again, I'm not getting the type of answers that I expect from this experiment. So there's nothing there. All Mark says after this is at 9:06, my name is a mechanical voice. It's like a recording being played in a loop. I'm aware of something, but I'm not going to say it. Are you moving about, Tony? There's footsteps running behind me.
Yeah, was you moving?
No, I wasn't. I was stood stock still in one place all the time, and everybody on here will testify to that.
It was quick. Like that.
Right.
Wasn't heavy either.
No. So it's weird, isn't it? So at 9:07, okay, I'm speaking to Mark. And then you say, oh, I'm floating about in space.
Yeah.
The sun's on my right. I can feel the warmth coming off the sun. My left hand is tingling. So I say, can you approach Mark and tell him your name, please? And then straight away you say, I'm aware of something here, but I'm not going to say it. This thing doesn't have emotions. It doesn't care about things, but it's not evil.
Yeah.
So that's what led me down the road to think. I was trying to rack my brains, and at 9:10 I asked, are you an elemental spirit? And then straight away you say, I'm aware that I'm flying over everything. I can see the city, I can see the town and the clouds.
Yeah.
Gets weirder and weirder. At 9:12, there's a bit of heat. I feel that burning again on my face and hands. Then at 9:12 you say, this isn't spirit at all. Then I ask, can you explain what you are? And then Mark ends the experiment.
Yeah.
It's over to you, kid.
So, right, it's going to be hard for people to take in this, but as it's an experiment, that's the only reason I'm going to tell you. Putting it without making myself sound too crazy.
Oh, do we ever in this experiment?
Yeah. That was more, it was alien. Jay, thank you very much for being a member.
Thank you.
When I was in the air, I was in space. I thought it was nighttime. I was in the sky, but I wasn't. I was actually off the planet. And I was telling Tony up there, I was aware of something to the right of me, and like this canister that had like a green and black fluid in it. What it just seemed to be moving like this. I don't know what it was, but the sun was burning my face. I don't know if that's because you've lost that protection of the atmosphere of the air for what, but it seemed a lot hotter and burning my hands. I wasn't there particularly. It was just something I was seeing. So I don't know if it was me or somebody else's experience. And then it was back. Whatever I was doing up there, I was back down, and it was daytime, and there was the clouds, the city, I could see it, and it was just moving, and I'm just back as quick as that. It was all really, really quick. And I was trying to see what this thing was, and all I can describe it as is the typical greys, what everybody talks about. Told you it sounded weird. But it wasn't spirit, it wasn't demons or skinwalkers, it was something from up there.
It was intelligence.
Yeah.
A non-emotional intelligence.
And they couldn't speak, but they was using electronic, something, it sounded electronic to say my name, but just repeating it on a loop. And I don't know if it's something trying to communicate or I was just reliving somebody else's memory, I don't know. I said it'd be weird. That is the first time that I've ever experienced that. Normally we expect spirit, but I don't know what was going on there.
Interesting. What do you make of that, guys? What do you make of that? Every one of these experiments turns up something new.
Can't prove it. I cannot prove any of that.
No.
But that is what was happening in my head then. It was some form of communication.
Greys are said to communicate telepathically. I agree. Or that's what we are led to believe. Yeah.
It was like an electronic kind of voice, though. Do you know, as if it was played on a loop tape recording or something.
Yeah. Sounds like they were trying to get your attention.
But I don't know what it was about. One minute I'm here, the next minute I'm up there, then I'm somewhere else and I'm back. But like I said, when I was up there, the sun was burning my face and burning my hands. Do I think it was an alien or closeness to death? I could see a face of what could only be described as a grey. And it was taller than me, and I'm 6'2".
Interesting.
Long arms.
Long spindly arms.
Long legs.
Typical.
Big head.
Yeah. Yeah. Down by the CIM says, I don't think that's weird.
I think that it makes me sound crazy. That I wasn't going to say anything because I know, although we are paranormal investigators, we deal more with spiritual stuff, and
although it is all under the umbrella of the paranormal,
we do actually study UFOs, but not as deeply as we do with ghosts and things.
It is interesting, Babs. Yeah. Doobie Muller says the universe is massive. Anything is possible, I think. Do you know?
I don't know what it means.
In the complete vastness of everything, we have the Hubble Space Telescope, right? Yeah. Just to put things into perspective, okay? You've got that famous picture of all those thousands of galaxies in that small area of space. Do you know how big that area of space is? Where all those which is inhabited by those hundreds and thousands of galaxies. If you lift your finger up to the sky and put a grain of sand on the end of your finger, hold it at arm's length, and put it anywhere in the sky, it's that grain of sand that's filling the amount of space that the Hubble telescope is focused on in any moment. And we're
alien analog cell phone.
The voice, yeah,
right.
And we're talking about the vastness of everything. And I always like to bring two things up to the fore here, and that's and one of them is the anal probia. That's excellent. Yeah. Yeah, at least not in my living room anyway.
Tina's obsessed with anal probe.
You're not the only one it's happened to, Mark. Doesn't make you sound crazy to me anyway, says Amanda. Excellent. Now there are always two things that I like to bring up, or always two things that go.
I was expecting some sort of ghost coming through and somebody's name.
I was expecting answers, yes or no, to have a conversation, but that never happened in this one. That was the weirdest thing for me. So it was obviously something that was just on a channel with Mark, and that was it. And I didn't matter in this experiment, kind of thing. But if ever of you wonder about the expanse of the universe and what intelligent communities there may be out there, read up about something called the Drake equation. Which is an absolutely fascinating thing. It's quite lengthy to explain, so I'm not going to bother doing that now. Look it up yourself, write this down. You need to look at the Drake equation and then weigh that up against something called the Fermi paradox. And, look both up and make your minds up, because...
Neville's saying it's... Thanks for talking about it seriously, because it's an experiment and any result should be seen with judgment, without judgment or bias. Yeah, I know what you're saying. That's why I thought I'll just mention it anyway.
Devin, yeah, we will. Oh, bless you. You get some sleep, all right? You sound tired. Yeah, anyway, these are just the results of an experiment, and that's all. And as I say, we can't prove anything. But it always is amazing when you think of the vastness of space and the universe and what intelligent entities there may be out there.
If I get abducted...
We've got the
evidence. I'll give you warning.
That's right. If you get abducted tonight, everyone here has seen this.
Jay, intriguing.
Don't get abducted.
Mike saying aliens are my thing. I'll do some research and get back. Yeah, that was weird. Like I said, I don't know if it was me or it was somebody else's experience, and I was just seeing it. I don't know.
Thank you for the roses, Tracy. Thank you. You're always so generous. Thank you. Oh, we're at 15 on the live goal. Thank you for the I love yous. Thank you. Thank you,
alien
guys.
Voicemail, Rochelle, yeah. Check a fellow called Don Phillips. Paranormal has communicated with aliens. I'll write Don Phillips down. I mean, we sky watches and things with different cameras and that. Only in all the time I've been investigating the paranormal, I've only had one real alien case, and that's how rare they are.
Yeah.
One. And did all the research for this person, and I mean, I'll tell you a bit about it. It was her son was coming up, he was getting burns on his arms, and she took him to the hospital to get him checked and stuff, and they said it was more like a radiation burn. And he kept seeing red eyes in the room at night.
I remember you telling me about this. Yeah, it creeped me out a bit.
There was some other stuff. I can't remember. It was a long time ago, and
yeah,
I did a bit of research, and she went back to the hospital, and tried to get the records, and they would not share the records with her, and it was her son. So there was something weird going on. I mean, there's a lot more to it than that, but it was a while.
You mean they probably had a visit from the Men in Black, and they'd said, look, just about these records. By the way, don't talk about them ever to anyone. Who knows?
Hello, Beardo. I haven't seen you in a while.
Hi, Beardo.
I hope you're good.
Yeah, it's lovely to have you in the live.
Canadian government has never denied aliens. Look for newly released government discussions that were censored from the 90s. And there's a lot more released now, isn't there? A lot more information.
I think they're going for full disclosure pretty soon. And I think, the government always does this. It drip feeds the population little bits of information, so it kind of hardens them to the facts. And then, it's like the stories of the Tic Tac sightings. I know they've been out for a few years now. They're talking about those have been the latest releases. But those pieces of video have been out for a few years now. But they are fascinating. They are absolutely fascinating.
That's strange. Do I get headaches? Because I do get headaches.
Hi, Kaza.
But when that was happening, I was getting as if something was being stabbed into my right eye. That's the pain it gave me. Psychic soldier stuff. I got a nosebleed. Good to hear. Been a while, so busy lately. So no worries, Beardo. We haven't been online for a while because being ill. I mean, it's that time of year where everyone's getting ill anyway, isn't it? Has Tony ever had an experiences similar to that, what I just did?
Not similar to this. No.
We have a full disclosure policy at 30 years, but you have to look for it.
Pink Beamer girl.
Happy birthday. Beardo, you have loads of birthdays. It can't be a birthday again.
I'm so glad you discussed this, though, says down by the sea I am. Sometimes hear people's criticism in our heads. Sometimes hear people's criticism in our heads and don't. That's an incomplete message.
I don't understand it. That is why I didn't want to talk about it until I'd done my own kind of looking into it, but I thought, yeah, we'll tell you since you watched it.
Yeah,
I don't understand it. I don't get it. I don't know.
It's just the results of this one experiment, you know. It's just the results of this one experiment, and yeah, interesting, because that is the first time we've ever had anything like this.
Wouldn't that be cool though if that was a way of communicating with higher intelligence?
Well, it's like, what I'm going to say. It's all in the song "Calling Occupants" by the Carpenters.
What was that Amanda said, you cheeky get? I saw that pop up on the Messenger, PSI's chat group.
What was that? What did
I thought it was all crazy in here till I just seen what Mark come out with.
All right, okay. All right, yeah.
Well, this is it, innit? The paranormal community, we're all weird.
Yeah, it was originally done by, I think, a band called Klaatu or something like that. And the way that the
Klaatu, that rings a bell.
Do you know he was that big robot in The Day the Earth Stood Still? It kind of like the song "Calling Occupants" was up until recently Earth's anthem of first contact. I don't know how many people knew that, but officially it was Earth's anthem of first contact.
Oh, wasn't there something about the Carpenters you're going to tell me?
Yeah, it was. But those words echo what Dr. Stephen Greer always says. He said it starts in there. You can communicate. You get onto their wavelength and you can communicate. You can make stuff happen in the sky. And the American Indians used to say that as well, but they used to think that there were gods or the spirits of the ancestors. Yeah. They used to pray to these lights in the sky, and they used to create lights in the sky. So they must have been on the same frequency if you're going to think like that. But even the words are in your mind. You have capacity, to send out messages into the great unknown. Just close your eyes and concentrate with every thought you think. There you go.
And I think
it's
you
right
stink. Right, it's fine. I'm glad you opened up about it. I'm genuinely interested. Neville, yeah, we're quite interested in everything to do with the paranormal, really, even UFOs. Although, like I said, we don't study it as much as the ghost side, but we do look into some things. I hope it happens again. I'm not psychic, so have you watched The Men Who Stare at Goats? No, Tony lent me that film ages ago.
Yeah, that's where it's gone. You've got it.
Yeah, I've got it.
It's bloody brilliant. You've got to watch it.
What's Rochelle saying? Carlitos, are you a psychic soldier?
Ah, right. That's the answer that we just read.
Weird.
Could you imagine back then? They must have been scared. They were in awe. Actually, they were in awe. Yeah. Yeah.
No, we'll have to start doing more debunks on UFO stuff, won't we?
Yeah, we will. And we're going to have to do a few more sky watches than we've done as well, and involve a few of you guys.
It's freezing.
Yeah, I was going to say, once coming up to the summer, once we start getting to bed at night, and Mappleton's a great place for that, because we've been there once, haven't we? And it's just fantastic. You just get this fantastic scape of the sky, and we saw something really weird happen with the moon, didn't we? Do you remember?
Talking about hallucinogenic, Neville, Rough Dog saying there's also a whole hallucinogenic thing to people having similar experiences because they've opened a sort of channel. Yeah, that does make sense. We was only talking about this today, weren't we? Why is all this coming up?
Yeah,
we were. Isn't it?
We were, yeah. Yeah, it would be interesting for sure. Yeah, it would.
Daniel's asking you a question.
Noise cancelling headphones. All right, Danielle. All right, no problem. This experiment.
If I don't come back, aliens have got me.
If I see a bright light flash, Mark, I'll know where you've gone. This experiment. Okay, so this experiment is a sensory deprivation experiment, and it's based on something called the Ganzfeld experiment. Now, Ganzfeld are two German words meaning open field. And it's thought that in the 70s, by piping white noise into someone's ears and having them lie in front of an orange light or a red strobe, assaulted the senses so much that they effectively shut down. They get used to it. They shut down. So you don't even pay attention to them anymore. It's weird, which opens up something else in there which can come forward. And it's your extraneous sense that begins to amplify, because you can't use your other main senses, your hearing and your eyesight is cut off. They're bombarded with information. So you start getting all these other sensations. You start seeing things in your mind's eye, because that's the only basic sense that you've got anymore. And you come up with some brilliant things. And over the years that we've been doing this experiment, which we've changed slightly, because we call it the PSI experiment, because the original Gansfeld has a sender and a receiver, where someone was sending thoughts to the other person who was speaking out or giving impressions of the thoughts that they were receiving. In the PSI method, it's the Gansfeld experiment without a sender. We're just relying on whatever wants to come through. And then we've got someone who's asking questions, which generally get answered. And I was amazed that there were no real. There was one direct response tonight, but we generally get far more than that. And I was just waiting for some clear-cut yes or no answers to questions I was asking. There was none of that. And then Mark says, "Look, they're not emotional, and this, that, and the other. I feel that they're trying to contact me and get my attention, and that's what it was all about." So this is the PSI method, which is the Gansfeld experiment without a transmitter. Is the short answer.
We kind of changed it for our own special needs.
Yeah, we changed it to fit our needs, and it works very well.
I think it's good just to have one, because at least one person can document what's going on.
That's right. And people ask us, "Oh, is this the Estes method?" It is not. The Estes method is flawed, and we can't understand why people run the Estes method the way they do. I mean, it's just crazy.
The idea is
stupid.
there, but some of it's pointless. That's what we think. That's our opinion.
It's just an opinion, Please don't get offended if there's anybody out there who likes the S-test method. That's great. It obviously works for you. We've never tried it. We will never do it because we know it wouldn't work for us.
The thing is, a lot of them say the noise cancelling headphones. They're not what they've got.
We see a lot of teams doing it just with normal little headphones, and that's no good at all. You don't need to hear any sound from the outside.
Deleted? I'm not sure.
Oh, I don't know.
Can't see it. I think Michelle removed it, whatever it was. So when they're doing the Estes method, they link up to a ghost box and just listen to it. Now, the problem you've got is audio pareidolia, for one.
You're getting fed too much information.
And then people could just be making it up anyway.
That's right. So why isn't everybody just listening to the spirit radio?
Just put a speaker in, it'd be easier.
Yeah, why one person with headphones?
At least with the white noise, we know it's just white noise.
See, George says
radio frequency there.
I love the Estes, and that's great, and that's fine.
Because people get responses, but it can't really be used as evidence. That's my opinion.
Here we go. Might be mine about plant medicine. What were we talking about earlier as well?
Progress. Can you answer it, please? I don't know what Babsy. I don't know which question.
We talked about DMT and ayahuasca earlier on today. There was a question asked while the experiment was in progress. Can you answer it, please? Oh God, what question was it?
Jack said, "Have you got a spirit guide called Tony? Called Spock? I remember you showed me a picture of him ages ago. What? Really? It's a bit Trekky, isn't it? That's off Jack.
Isn't your spirit guide, Tony, as an alien called Spock? I remember you showed me a picture of him ages ago. That doesn't ring a bell at all, Jack, to be honest. No. Spock, as in Mr. Spock from Star Trek.
I don't know who's being timed out on YouTube. I didn't touch it. I don't know who did it. One of the mods has timed somebody out.
Spock is on Star Trek, yeah.
It's only for 60 seconds. He can come back in if he wants.
My God, Spock, madman.
Oh, Michelle said it was trolling that refused to stop.
Ah, right, okay.
Cool.
Oh, yeah, you did the right thing. Yeah.
Well, we trust you, mods. We just leave you to it. Let you do your own thing.
Absolutely. Yeah. We know we know we can trust Elmore just to do your own thing. It's good. It's a good thing.
Oh, look at the time.
Look at the time. What time is it? Ooh, 10 to 10.
I've got what all that up. Sorry, Rochelle.
Beam me up, Scotty.
Rochelle's
that's the
other
one.
Gmail. So I'll email you again, Rochelle. I'll try it on the Hotmail because my phone actually tracks my Hotmail, so it'll let me know. Whereas I don't track my Gmail. So
Rochelle says I gave enough chances, which is fair enough, isn't it? Yeah, it's fair enough.
Junior, you've just joined, so missed some stuff. Yeah, there's a bit of chat going on, a little experiment. It's a weird experiment. You might want to watch it back when we cut the live.
Time goes by real quick with these lives. It does. It goes by.
Seriously, has there been any evidence from deaf, blind people of similar vision?
Oh, I don't know. You see, you could also argue that that's the state that they're used to anyway. This is an altered state that we're forcing upon ourselves, and quite violently as well, with the nature of the red strobe and static. So I know deaf blind don't have that, do they? Then again, that's a natural state for them. So who knows?
So there's a big similar vision.
Doobie and Willow used to like Blake 7 till Blake 7 was brilliant. Name the computer in Blake 7 and don't Google it. I know what it was called. Oh.
Got to go. Okay, Jay, we'll catch you later. I might be live on Wednesday because I'm a lot better now. All right. Neville's got it. Well done, Neville. Very interesting answer.
Very good. Very good, yeah. That basically, it was like a pulsing bulb in a box, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was cool seeing you all again tonight. I know we've been away for about a week, but we're back hopefully now. With some more videos coming up. And also the Annabelle number 6, what we've just filmed, will be going up shortly.
Very good, very good.
Well, within a week, hopefully.
That's what I call my computer. Alright.
It will be that kind of...
Oh, I just giving the name away. Oh, there we go.
It was a snooty AI. I can't remember, Blake. So a bit before my... You're a bit older than me.
It was a snooty AI, yeah, you're right, yeah. And who was it who played Avon? Oh, some British actor who played Avon. He always came across like a bad guy, but he always had good intentions. But it was a great series. Blake 7, it was bloody fantastic.
So we'll see you again on Wednesday. Hopefully, I'm gonna turn off the YouTube channel. I remember arguing with it to get right. Cool. Yeah, thanks for joining us, everybody. I do appreciate it. So does Tony. We'll be putting more videos up, and we've got hopefully some interviews planned with, what was his name?
Oh, crikey.
That guy Mike mentioned.
I can't remember. It was the guy Mike mentioned. Anyway,
with the Warren Foundation and us as well, and some other stuff coming as well. So
which should be good.
It just proves that this experiment is genuine, because I didn't have a clue about that. Don't have a clue. Hopefully somebody else will know what it means.
Yeah, that was the first time anybody saw them do that, wasn't it? Where a mouse dropped through and actually bung that rat in.
All right, Kalitos, I'll have a look at that. Good night. Matt Watton.
Thanks for the stream, guys. It was fun listening. Excellent. Pleased you enjoyed it.
It's all different,
good. It's all good stuff. That's what I say. It's all good stuff. So good night, everybody.
Normal, paranormal. Good night.
Good night. It's been a real pleasure for you. And and we'll see you again throughout the week for some more brilliant. Who knows? We may be doing what's in the box. We will be doing some Zena card testing and definitely some tarot. So join us throughout the week for that.
So thanks to the mods. We appreciate it.
And always will. Yeah, brilliant. Doobie and Willow, brilliant live. Thanks, guys. You are welcome. See you later, guys. Right.